Once more into the breach, dear friends, or to over the hills and through the cesspit to Rafe Dudkin's show we go. What's up today? Season 2, Episode 3 review of Wheel of Prime. So this is my short, hopefully 10-minute or less review video. I'm just going to give you some of my... There's so many great videos out there from Disparu, from Steve the Prophet of the Dragon, from the Night's Watch, Greg Owens or Evans, who do breakdowns and analyze and whatever. I'm not going to belabor with one of those. I'm going to just give you some of my thoughts on some critical issues that this episode fracked up. Okay, so where do we start? Let's start with a couple of grossly incorrect characterizations. Right. So we have Sholoyal, or Sholal as I like to call him, basically being turned into a snark master. Right. Now in the book, Loyal is a character who almost to the very end is consistently shy and gentle. I believe the term is self-effacing. He's a little underconfident, but he's a loyal friend. He's loyal, and now he's giving people shit in this show, trash talking people, And then we have Shoniv versus Book Nynaeve, right? Shonive is learning sword fighting from Alana's two warders, right? Nynaeve despises violence. She can fight if she has to. She'll always have your back. But she avoids learning that sort of stuff other than some knife work because she abhors people being harmed. She wants to heal people, okay? And she'll use the power against the dark all the time. She even doesn't like to use the power even against regular people. She just abhors violence. Yeah. And then how about arguably the worst mischaracterization other than Rand is Leandrin. Now, Leandra in the book, she's a tier 2 villain, right? But she's pure evil, has no redeeming characteristics. Yet they spend more time giving Leandrin some sort of sympathetic backstory over 3 episodes than they have doing anything with Rand al'Thor, the Dragon Reborn, the main character. Speaking of which, you may see 2 photos next to me, right? On the right is Rand when Logain saw him with... what should be in the books is Taviran vision, right? A talent that some channelers have. And it's that little fuzzy glow around him, right? Well, it took me a while to figure, because they steal stuff all the time in Wheel of Prime and Rings of Prime and some other bad shows. And I was like, I've seen this before. Where did I see this before? And there we go. I remember The Last Dragon, coincidentally enough, when Bruce Leroy finally gains the power of the glow. Okay, you can literally copy-paste the effect from the 1980s, which was good back then. No, it wasn't bad back then, the effect, even though it was a good movie. It's the same bad... I just copy-pasted the effect onto Rand. Okay. Anyway, so let's go on to our next issue. The show, this crap show, it kills off Uno Nemesta. Okay, this character is important to the end of the series, all right? I'm not going to spoil it beyond that. I know there might be a couple of book readers out there who first-timers, But you literally now can, there might be some other stuff that make it difficult to do the end of the book series, to somehow still have an 80% similar ending type of thing, right? But this is the first major strike, in my opinion. They can still on-commit and still have Sadin and Saidar, in which case, right? They can still on-commit and make Rand more prominent again, right? But they can't, unless Egwene comes up and resurrects Uno from the dead, which is what our special power to do so, he's gone. And he died by basically having a phallic object rammed down his throat. Okay? Which leads to the next one, okay? The Sean-chan, or the Sho-chan as these are, right? I despise the Sean-chan. I mean, if Jordan had someone to Jordan, don't include these guys. If you're gonna make a sequel, include them in that or whatever. I would have okay, cool, because maybe he could have fixed them in my view. The way he fixed, for instance, Nynaeve. By the end of the series, Nynaeve was one of my 2 favorite characters along with Rand. But for the first 2 or 3 books, I despised her. Okay, I thought of her the same way I think of Katsuin, who to me is ocular sandpaper. But slowly, her story, the first read through, right around book 4, story started to get in my head. I started thinking about it, and by the end of the series, she was up there with Rand. Okay, whereas the Sean-chan in the book, Matt's association with them, Matt would have been one of my 3 favorite characters. He got brought down to tier 2 because of his association with the Shonchan. But that being said, the Shonchan aren't in the book. The Shochan are. The Shochan, who don't recognize an Ogier, like High Lady Surath, one of the elite of the Shonchan society, or Shochan, doesn't recognize the Ogier standing in front of her. You know, the Ogier who are absolutely loyal to the Empress, who Hawkwing trusted to build the cities, who joined the Death Watch Guard and was so loyal that unlike all the other members of the Death Watch Guard, they're not, the Ogier are free, because the other Death Watch Guard are born into slavery and conditioned in birth to be loyal, right? You would think she would have called Loyal out and say, like great Ogier, your people are among us, blah blah blah, and put him to the side and not threaten to murder him over the circumstances, right? But I guess what else can we expect? I mean, apparently Halei Surath has Ishamael as our advisor doing his best Sauron impression. Hey, you have more of the nice guy persona of Ishamael, who's supposed to be like maniacally evil. Okay, another mischaracterization. And Elaine tries to help Perrin come to terms with his inner monster. Heck, he even gives Perrin water. But the worst thing about the episode is the horrible writing doing Shoneiv's acceptance test. Now, even given the deviance for the first two parts of the test, fine, whatever, whatever. But then we get to the third test. And again, given the deviances, within the context of the show, they're not so bad, right? Even though the show's bad, right? They're bad because they're in the show, but they're not so bad as other stuff in the show. Okay? We finally get what is a nifty bit of writing and direction with misdirection, okay? Where Nynaeve, she emerges from the arch visually, says, I'm not gonna be a damn Aes Sedai, and storms out of Tar-Valon, meets Lan and embraces, right, which is a fulfillment of their story arc, right, because they are in love with one another and move to the next phase. And then we see behind her the arch appear. I was watching that with the other questioners, and we were like, oh, this is a nifty bit of writing. This could be done. And had she right then and there went through the arch, it would have been a nifty bit of writing, and then they could, not to show they're bad writers, they would have done this, but then they could have used that to build off onto the next arc for Nynaeve, right? But they didn't do that. They dragged it out for 30 or 40 more minutes of the episode. Now, to the very end, did they have, Nynaeve finally reject the fantasy life. The test finally happened, right? And then but they don't explain what happens in the show. In the book, they lead you to the assumption that what Egwene did which didn't at all happen in the book. All right. In the show, the arch came and disappeared, so she lost her chance. But Nynaeve is so powerful in her frustration and anger, she enabled the arc to reappear a second time. Okay? And that's how she got out. Where here, it's just some sort of blah, 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 blah. And, so they've spent more time developing Leandrin, a tier 2 villain. Nynaeve, who is not the main character. Elaine and what sounds familiar? The females. But hey, even Perrin, while not being developed, has gotten more screen time than Rand al'Thor, the main character. This is a 0 out of 10. Frack this show, it's hot garbage. My name is Matt. I'm from Rebel 73. Hopefully this isn't too long. It looks like it's less than 10 minutes. If you watch mine, go watch Steve's Prophet of the Dragon, go watch Disparu, go watch The Night's Watch, go watch the Whitecloaks videos. There's a couple different people putting them out for that. Go watch Untamed Mando. I think she might be doing. No, I don't think she's. You should watch Untamed Mando stuff in general, though. She did a Highlander video, for example. A lot of people watch. Salty Texas C's putting some content on this. You should watch his stuff. Nerd Pearl's doing, like me, he's doing reviews of the book. You should go check his reviews out. Right. So anyway, thanks. Have a nice day.